Welcome to the podcast with a purpose, with information and content meant to motivate, aspire, and inspire you. From romance author and host Charmyra E. Fleming, but you can call her M.A.I. Welcome to an experience. This is the Purple Charm Experience. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Purple Charm Experience, where I am your host, Charmyra E. Fleming, but you can call me M.A.I. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you've been with me on my journey, then you know I like to start each episode with what I like to call my quote of the day. It is meant to motivate, aspire, and inspire you. And I think each of us need a little something each day to keep us going, keep us motivated to pursue those things that we are passionate in life about. And so today, I chose a quote by Shonda Rhimes, and it states, "Dreams are lovely, but they are just dreams, fleeting, ephemeral, pretty. But dreams do not come true just because you dream them. It's hard work that makes them happen, things happen. It's hard work that creates change." And I also chose an affirmation that I'd like to share with you as well today. And that affirmation is, I am intelligent and focused. I chose this quote and I chose this affirmation today to share with you. Because I am personally going through some changes in my professional life, and I am very focused on making sure that I achieve this next goal in life. If you follow my pages, you know that I have returned to school and I have embarked on my doctoral journey. And so that is one of the reasons why I have not been able to post my podcast episodes weekly as I have been, is because I am now in school pursuing my doctorate degree. This is a huge goal for me to complete, and it will be taking up the next 4 years of my life, and I'm excited about it. So I share that because as an affirmation, I have to remind myself of my focus. I have to remind myself that I am intelligent enough to do this. I think sometimes we get imposter syndrome, pursuing the things that we are interested in just because it's something new we've not done before, and we may question whether or not we have the ability, the intelligence, the knowledge to be able to achieve what it is that we're trying to pursue. And so I bring that affirmation forth because it is not only a reminder for myself, but a reminder to you that whatever you're doing, you are intelligent and you are focused on your end goal. And then also the quote of the day by Shonda Rhimes about dreams. Every day that I sit in this chair or bring a new book or share a podcast or what have you, whatever I'm doing, it is also a reminder of the dreams that I have and the action that I have to put behind those dreams to bring them to reality. And so, I just wanted to share that today because I think that it's a good reminder for all of us that of the work that we're doing in our lives, whatever it may be, whether it's work, if you're pursuing a passion, or if you're whatever you may be working on, that is a reminder of the focus, the intelligence, and the dreams that you have, and the action you're putting behind those dreams to make those things a reality in your life. So I hope that brings a little bit of inspiration and motivation to your life to continue aspiring to that greater goal that you're working towards. All right, so now let's jump into one of my favorite segments of the podcast, which is my sip of the week. And this week I have a really, really delicious Sauvignon Blanc that I am sharing with you all today. I'm excited about it. It is from South Africa, the Walker Bay region. It is 13.5% alcohol by volume, ABV percent, and it is called Amorpha Sauvignon Blanc, and it was aged in clay vessels, excuse me, and the vintage is 2021. It is definitely one of those things. It's a beautiful white gold color. I'm sipping it out of my M.A.I Tribe glass. If you like one, please DM me or visit my website. I believe I have them up there. If I don't, DM me and I can get them to you. But yeah, it's a beautiful white gold. The nose for this, when I initially smelled it, I smelled some fruity notes. Acidity is, definitely acidic. I also smelled buttery to me. And I can smell it smell minerally, like stone or the clay. The sip is off dry. I've tasted this already, so just so you know. Off dry. Very high acidity, medium body. Still, I still feel like there's the fruity notes are there. Ripe fruit, to be exact. I don't taste the citrusy. But overall, my thoughts on this particular wine was that it is a very pleasant wine. I did chill this because it tastes a lot better chilled. My initial sip of this wine, I opened it and it wasn't as chilled as I wanted it, or as it should have been, and it's not quite as flavorful and tasty as it can be if it's chilled just a little bit, a couple hours, maybe an hour or two in the refrigerator. To me, and but I would highly recommend this one with like a white fish, or I had this with some cheese. A nice charcuterie tray would go well with this. Really light fare. It doesn't have to be anything heavy with this wine. So yeah. So I hope you'll try it. I enjoyed it, and I had also taken some time off because I wanted to share some new sips with you, and I didn't feel comfortable not having any sips available already whenever I came on. So yeah, so I kind of built up my my reviews of my sips, and so I have some things to share with you now. So that's that. Amorpha, vintage 2021, from the Walker Bay region of South Africa, and the winery or the producer is Gabriel Skloff. Gabriel Skloff, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But it is really a really delicious wine, so I highly recommend it. So moving right along, today I'm going to share the cover of the fourth book. I'm so excited. I'm sharing the name and the cover. If you've been following me on my social media, I have been counting down the last 5 days to the reveal of the fourth book's cover. And I'm excited to share it with you. This is a very awesome moment for me. Just a little bit about the book is that few things that inspired this book for me. First of all, this is special to me because I wrote this story as a tribute to my parents and their love story and their marriage over a 40-year period. It was important to me to write a story that was about a couple who matured together. They were young together, and then they matured through life together, have children and family. But I wrote this story because, there's so many stories about young people being in love or romance. You always see young folks, and I wanted to write a story about people who are mature. They are aging into their relationship. There's a lot of ups and downs in relationships. You will find that this particular story is a historical in a sense because it is a time period. I do go back into the 70s with this story. I thought it would be fun to write in that era and to also share some of the social and political climate and aspect of what was happening during that time, because I felt it was relevant to what a lot of the social and political climate is today in the 21st century. So that was the first inspiration for the story. Another inspiration or motivation for writing the story is that in 2019, on my way to the Baltimore Book Festival, I heard a song on Soul Town. I can't quite remember or pinpoint what song it was at this point now. I feel like it was a song by the Drifters or the Spinners or somebody like that. But I recall being in the car and having this thought about, and it was a bus riding beside me, an army bus riding beside me. And I remember seeing in my mind's eye a young man on the bus, riding on a bus back from home, coming back from the Vietnam War. And that's all I could envision. I just kept envisioning this guy on the bus. I will share with you some of my initial notes from that time. These are some of my handwritten notes from 2019. Some of my initial story ideas. um, for that book. And it was just really cool. It's just really cool to go back and see how the story developed. Um, it was interesting because at the same time I was doing this, I think I was still working on book 3 at times. So these are notes for book 4. And it's just amazing to go back and see all the stuff back then. Um, and then when I did the character development for the young lady, just wild seeing this stuff now. But anyway, so the second inspiration was the song that I heard on Soul Town, and I literally saw this young man on the army bus coming back from the Vietnam War, and I immediately knew I had to write this story, and it had to be from the perspective of him, because his voice was coming through stronger than the female character that I ended up that was the love interest in this story. Which was interesting because I usually have, for the first book, I think it was the same. The guy, the male character's voice came through more strongly at first than the woman. Then Violet. Nate's voice came through first, then Violet. And then I could hear them both speaking very prominently as I wrote that story. Second story, Monica's voice came through more prominently than Isaac and Adam and Derek. But I knew that that character's voice was the significant voice in that story. The third book, Zora, was very, very prominent. I could hear her speaking very, loudly as I wrote that story. This book, it was very much so MJ. Montgomery is his first name, Montgomery Mitchell. And he came through very prominently. His nickname is MJ. And the love interest in this story is Sapphire Selenette Waters, Rodriguez Waters. They are the parents of the love interest from the third book. So this is wild. I can't. It's just like all these characters are intertwined now, huh? So they are the parents of well, they are, I can't even think of it, a guy's name, but they are the parents of the love interest in my third book. Okay, so they are the parents of Langston Mitchell from the third book. And we go back in time to where their love story began, which is in 1975. And we take a journey with them through their the beginnings of the relationship, and we see them go through time together. It's a beautiful story. I am very proud of this story. I dedicated some key people in this story have some significance. Sapphire, Sapphire's middle name, Selenette, is a tribute to one of my best friend's mother, who passed away too soon. And as a way to honor her legacy and her life, and may she live on through these characters, I named Selenette, Sapphire's middle name, Selenette, to carry her legacy on. And then there's a lot of other little significant breadcrumbs that I leave in there, and I'll share them in future post and on a future episode when we talk about it, especially when I get ready to launch the book. The book is officially going to launch on Wednesday, October 25th, which will be my parents' 43rd wedding anniversary, as a way to honor them. And I'm super excited about it. And so I think you're going to love this story. It's a beautiful story about friendship and love, and the theme of family, which is something that I'm very, if you notice, that's the theme, running theme through all of my books, is family and friendship and loyalty, all my books. And so I keep it going with that. Now, I will tell you, I am currently, even though I'm working on the doctorate and I am doing all of the things, my hands are in a lot of pots right now. If you know me personally, you know I got a lot of stuff going on right now. But I am also right now doing the background for my 5th and 6th books. I'm hoping to write them simultaneously at the same time. And maybe be able to launch them a year from now. To catch up, I'll have hopefully have 6 books ready to go. I mean, out there circulating. But this next one will be an erotica book, which will be the 5th, and then the 6th book will be another period piece, taking us back to the Harlem Renaissance. So trying to do a little bit for everybody, for, I'm hoping that my readers find something that resonates with them, if not one book, all of them, and so I want to be very versatile and write for everyone across the spectrum. So cheers for getting the book completed. It's ready for launch. By the way, I will be starting a new book bundle set that I'll be offering, which I will be sharing the details in coming weeks as well. Follow me on social media, on my Instagram page, creative_Calfaray. You can find me on Pinterest as well, Creative Calfaray 1. On Facebook, Creative Calfaray. Or you can just stop by my website at www.creativecalfaray.com, or DM me, email me. I will respond. And check out my books. Buy my merch. Please buy my merch. I have some cute, some cute stuff, but I'm hoping that the book bundles will be, a hit, and that people will love it too. So check it out when it drops. So without further ado, I'm going to share with you the proof. This is the official book proof. Official book, but it's the proof of the book. So has the oh, it's so pretty. So without further delay, I present to you Love, Dazzles, and Sapphire. Oh, I love it. It's such an amazing accomplishment to see your book print, like completely amazing. Wow. So I hope that you enjoy the story that it is all of the things for you. And I will be so delighted if you check it out, you purchase it, get it for your friends, family. They make great Christmas gifts. All of my books, people have great things to say about them, and I appreciate each and every last one of you who reads them. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Thank you for continuing to rock with me. This is a huge deal for me. I didn't do this alone. I don't do any of this by myself in the vacuum. There are a lot of people who support me and give me the encouragement that I need to make this happen. And I appreciate all of you. Those of you who I do know and those who I don't. And if you're watching this from wherever you are in the world, I thank you for your listenership, for you coming back each and every time, and for you at least taking the time to listen to me, because you didn't have to and you don't have to. And I thank you for that, for the fact that you do. So once again, this is Love, Dazzles, and Sapphire. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. I hope you will check me out for another episode of the Purple Charm Experience. Go and pick up my new book on October 25th. Love, Dazzles, and Sapphire is sure to be another beautiful collection to your romance novel collection. I thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Peace.
Hi guys, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me on this episode of the Purple Charm Experience. I hope you enjoyed it, but in the meantime, in between time, I hope that you will also take a moment to check out my website, www.creativecalforay.com, where you can find more information about me, my books, my merchandise, and more. Also, while you're there, I hope you will sign up for my newsletter by subscribing. If you also want to receive exclusive content and merchandise that pertains to this podcast, please sign up for my Patreon page by becoming a member. And finally, if you really enjoy listening to this podcast, please consider sharing with your friends and family. I appreciate it, and they deserve to get this great information too. So, until we meet again, I'll see you next time. Bye.